Go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the to last night's game after a quick word from eBay Motors. Passion, drive, and patience. That's the formula for winning championships. It is also what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level up to the peak performance. Superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED headlights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors have you covered with over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die. You'll find exactly what you're looking for, and with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to make your car the MVP and bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. eBay Guaranteed Fit only available to U.S. customers. The Guardians got back on track yesterday, took the series 2 games out of 3 against the Chicago White Sox with an 8-4 win. Stephen Kwan got back on track. He hit 3 out of 4, including a home run. So shout out to Kwan. What did you guys think about the game yesterday?
And they need to get back on track because the Twins have been playing much better lately.
Yeah.
Twins are within 6 games of the Guardians right now.
They've struggled with the bad teams. It's weird.
Yeah.
The Guardians have.
They have played much worse. They won 2 out of 3, but it was a weird series.
Yes.
Man, I was.
They don't look crisp right now.
I was watching the game. I mean, who's this Sosa cat? He's
been on fire.
He's destroying us.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole series he was balling out.
Yeah.
You know what? It kind of, they won that game 8-4, but it kind of didn't look. Like, I don't know if you could say it didn't look like an 8-4 win. Like, it didn't. Like, they went away a little bit, but. Yeah, listen, they won the series kind of nasty. And what I took away from it was all the new cats. You got a Martinez, you got Noel is out there. I thought Kwan, we said before the show, silently he's up for. He looked like he's about to hit 20 home runs this year. So if you can still get that type of, that type of production, it just seems like the Guardians continue to have new guys up. Like Steeman, and they come in and hit and do pretty well. Like, so it's just it's a fun little team to watch. It's a fun little team to watch.
Yeah, I mean they hit in this series, but it's just, I don't know, just something feels off about the team all of a sudden right now. We'll see if they can
it's a long year.
Get back on track here in these next 10 days. And they continue to play teams that aren't particularly good. Giants are not very good. Giants and Rays are kind of borderline contention, even though the Rays traded Savali, so it seems like they're giving up. Detroit's obviously completely fallen apart after a good start to the season. So they do have, in a way, you say, well, they have a chance to pile up more wins these next 10 games. But as you said, they played better against better teams. Minnesota's playing better. I don't think they're going to totally go away. Kansas City, after that slump, has kind of righted the ship. The division's way better than it's been in the past. Even Detroit is competitive in that 4th spot. I thought Ben Lively pitched a decent game, and he's done a great job. I know we're all waiting for the other shoe to drop because it doesn't make any sense how well he's pitched. It's like he can't keep this up, right? But part of the argument the Guardians are going to make publicly if they don't trade for a pitcher and guys like me are pissed off is they're going to be like, well, we got Ben Lively. What do you want to take him out of the rotation? Do you? And I don't. I want Ben Lively to be in the rotation. He's earned a spot in the rotation for the rest of the season. But there's other spots.
Yeah.
And by the way, kudos to Carlos Carrasco. 3 pretty solid starts in a row.
Yeah.
But, right now, I don't want Logan Allen in the rotation. I want to replace him. And,
Lively was upset yesterday. He left the 1 pitch up for the 2-run homer. He should have been out of that 6 innings, 1 run.
Yeah.
And you could see him coming off the mound how upset he was that he left the 1 pitch up. And it cost him.
And when you only he don't throw nothing over 90, 91. So you leave anything up, you got a problem.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be pinpoint with his command, and for the most part, he has been. You're going to make some mistakes sometimes, and he did there. He went from having a great start to a solid start.
Who do you trust more in the playoffs, Gavin Williams or Ben Lively, right now today?
Right now, I'd have to trust Ben Lively.
Isn't that crazy?
Lively.
Isn't that crazy?
I would think in a month I'll trust Gavin Williams more, but
I know why you got a little hangover. I think the Tristan McKenzie going down to AAA is a little bit of a downer.
That's a blow.
It's like you was counting on him putting it back together.
Right.
And like I just don't want to, and I don't want to speculate, but it's just always this thing in the back of your head, like, is he 100% healthy?
Well, the sliding doors effect of this, and maybe Tristan figures this out, maybe comes back up and he's an effective major leaguer, but certainly at this point it's fair to have the conversation, should he have had the surgery. Well, if he has the surgery, you probably don't move on from Cal Quantrill. So there's another healthy option you have in your rotation today, but you think you can count on McKenzie, you think you have Bieber, and now this whole thing unravels on you, and Cal Quantrill's in Colorado. It's just,
and he's pitching well in Colorado.
Yeah, it's just one little thing I was thinking about that. If Tristan would have elected to have the surgery last year, they probably aren't moving on from Cal Quantrill.
Yeah. Now, Cal Quantrill's pitching his best baseball, which is weird because usually guys pitch their best baseball for the Guardians, go somewhere else and don't pitch well.
I mean, he pitched well 2 years ago for these guys.
Yeah, he pitched solidly. Last year he was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't as good last year.
Yeah. And this year he's pitched really well for Colorado. Now he's had more starts on the road than at home, which helps. But still, pitching in that ballpark and as pitching as well as he has been pretty good. I don't know if they try to go down the road to get him back or, Kyle Freeland. I don't know. But, good win. Let's see what they do against the Giants. And the Giants could be a team that if they win this series, maybe the Giants decide to sell. And the Giants have – somebody asked me about Logan Webb. I can't imagine the Giants are going to trade Logan Webb.
Probably not.
If I was the Guardians and I could get Logan Webb, I'd give up nearly anything to get him. I mean, he's, a great pitcher. They have a couple of, and by the way, I know the bullpen's a strength. I would add to it, too.
Absolutely.
Would add to that. The Rogers brothers, Tyler and Taylor, are the Giants' two of their best relievers. They could be interesting guys. Mark Leiter Jr., Tanner Scott's been mentioned from the Marlins.
Mark Leiter Jr.?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting old. Like, when you start to recognize your pop's names, I'm like, that's rough.
Looks like the Mets are buying now. They're back.
Which they should. They've been playing great baseball.
I know. I wanted Severino, but it looks like that's not
I
happening.
think he's out of the mix. I think Tyone, if they're willing to spend the money, because since the All-Star break of last year, he's been excellent. It's been about a calendar year now. He's making, like I said, $18 million this year, next year, and the year after. So you probably think the Cubs would have to cover some of that.
Yep.
But if the Cubs cover $8 million a year for the next 2 years, and the Guardians have to give up a better prospect because of that,
so be it.
So be it. Maybe they do it. I think he'd be a perfect, if Gavin Williams is right to have, Bybee, Williams, and then Tyone as your 3, and then Lively maybe as your 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're talking with a good bullpen. Because Tyone, if nothing else, can give you innings. I mean, I bet you he's averaging over 6 innings a start for the Cubs this year, which in this day and age is a lot.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do more on the Guardians when we go to WKYC at 12:30. We'll preview more of that series with the Giants coming up this weekend.